Welcome, everybody. This is Inebriated podcast. It's your host, Sam C. I have special guests here, Miss Jillian Ferrari and Mr. Kenneth Auguste. My bad, I was going to say Auguste. Kenneth Auguste. Welcome, everybody. We have a special episode here. We have here Kenneth Auguste. He's going to be talking to us about something that's very special for everybody here. Available right now online at Kenneth Auguste at Instagram, on Facebook. And we're going to be getting into that right now. Ken, what's going on?
First of all, thank you for having me, brother. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for showing up.
I'm trying to launch off my new brand. It's called KennethAuguste.com. And it's not just a brand. It's basically, I got the idea from wanting to start a charity. And what I'm trying to do is sell items to raise funds for different charitable reasons and contributions. So my first item I've came up with are my hats. We have 7 designs so far.
Show the hats. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, and each hat represents a different charity.
That's what's up.
And what we're doing is 20% of each hat, the sales of each hat goes to a different charity.
That's what's up.
So, I came up with the idea off a whim. I'm a part of a nonprofit organization here, based in Hollywood, Florida, and they're called the Common Good.
Okay,
and
I've heard of that actually. I think.
And what they're trying to do is create a network of service providers and various different companies to provide services to the general public for lower rates. It's kind of like a healthcare system.
I like that. No, it's very supportive.
Yeah, it's like, everybody comes together and adds their services and provides their services for a lower rate for people that have memberships in the network of the Common Good. Okay. So if you become a member, you get your grass, lawn care services. It's a lot cheaper. They have massage therapists.
Chiropractor? Any chiropractors?
They have it all. It seems like every week they have 2 or 3 service providers joining the network. We have web designers.
Nice. That's what's up.
So they're growing, and they have a few different programs that my hats that I'm selling, the profits goes towards some of the Common Good programs.
Okay, so it's like a resource center. That's what you would call it.
Yes, for the most part, yeah. And it's a whole different vibe over there. There's a different guy running things, but this is my contribution to that cause.
That's what's up.
Yeah, and it's a good cause, man. They throw events for families and parents with kids. They just recently held an event at TY Park.
Wow, okay.
Where there's free food, a bounce house. You can bring your kids. You can get a facial, get a haircut.
Oh wow,
that's what's up. That's
what's up. Tape up, all that stuff for free, yo. So, and then the next time, if you sign up, you don't have to just go to an event to get these services for free. You can just call the barber.
Okay. And then what? They make like a house call, basically.
Yeah, he'll make a house call, or if you want a massage, you call the masseuse and you just tell them, "Hey, I'm a part of the Common Good," and you get everything like cheaper at a cheaper rate.
Oh, okay. So it's like almost like a membership thing.
Exactly.
That's what's
up. It's a network of service providers providing services for a lesser rate, as long as you're a member.
As long as you're a member of this Common Good.
Yeah,
okay, that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Is there a website for the Common Good?
It's called wearethecommonggood.com. I don't think it's up yet, but look out for that soon. And we're looking forward to. We actually have T-shirts and everything, so we're looking forward to launching that on a broader scale. Right now, we're just in the community of South Florida right now, but we can't wait to go international and
global, baby, global. That's the move.
That's
the move.
Yeah, it's good too because it kind of gives people the incentive to because we do other things. We help out in the community. We go out and and paint houses that have old, worn out paint on them. We pressure clean.
Mildew, right.
Yeah,
Rust.
we pressure clean sidewalks, driveways, and we take plastic bags and go clean up the garbage in certain areas.
Okay.
So
That's what's up.
when you contribute to the common good, you contribute back to your community.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
No, and I'm definitely looking forward to supporting that, man.
For sure.
I'll definitely be looking into that.
Yeah,
And we see that we have hats here. We have a shirt design that you have on right now. Do you have anything else? Pants, sweatshirts?
No. I'm staying limited. I'm not a designer. I'm strictly doing this for charity reasons.
Okay.
I didn't set out to do this to create a brand to compete with other designers.
Okay.
It's really trying to design things that people like and get them into the habit of purchasing from the little guy and having that little guy have an incentive to giving back to the community. I'm trying to create a formula where we just don't buy from Nike or the bigger guys and nothing comes back to you.
Right. It's not redistributed to your community.
Yeah, I want someday people to be like, everything I buy was for a reason. I got this hoodie. Yeah, it looks dope. Yeah, it's a dope hoodie. But this hoodie went towards some kind of foundation that
Facts.
so that people can actually talk about the things that they're wearing and not just say, "Hey, it's Donna Karen."
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Have a conversation.
Something meaningful
Yeah.
behind what you wear, and then it's all quality stuff. And these people are making these items at a low rate, anyways, and they're boosting the margins and they're hiring the prices just to make profit, and nobody else sees anything from that. These people are just pocketing it. So I'm trying to, man. So I'm trying to just create a formula where people can say, hey, I got the same looking hat from KennethAuguste.com, and this hat goes to books for children in foreign countries who can't get access to this kind of information.
That's what's up.
And that's and so I'm trying to start that initiative.
That's what's up.
For the big guys and for whoever, we got to start helping ourselves. You know what I mean?
Facts. Yeah,
Stuff like
especially what I'm saying, as a contribution to the community. Like, there's nothing more that I would want to support. You know what I'm saying? Especially here in South Florida, where the detriment is just crazy. Like, what's going on? I mean, just like in this past week, there's probably been at least 10 incidences, like on record in the news, like 10 shootings just here in South Florida. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy.
Imagine if we always look at the law enforcement agencies and all these other agencies to try to help us with these situations. But imagine if we funded our own task force.
Facts.
I'm not even going to say that, but you have community watches.
Yeah.
You have
Crime Watch, right?
Crime Watch, neighborhood watches, and imagine if you had somebody on every other block that you knew that was taking his time out every night, and we were paying him to make sure these kind of shootings and these robberies in your community just minimized a little bit.
Right.
The cops are not always there. They can't be there right then and there, and we can't always rely. We have to help ourselves out a little bit.
Right, no, facts. Especially, because cops are, nothing against cops, but cops and firefighters are usually there after the fact, after the incident. They can't, there's not really preventable measures that they can do in an instance like that, especially on the gun control situation. But we're not gonna get too much into that. We'll leave that story for another day. This is about you and your brand and what you're contributing to your neighborhood, to your community, and the cause. I completely support the cause.
Yes.
And for anyone right now that's watching this, you can go to our website, patreon.com, and we're going to be raffling off one of these hats. And just go patreon.com. You can sign up. You can contribute $1, $5, $10. The more you invest, the more likely you are to win the raffle. I'm telling you right now. But all you have to do is go to patreon.com/the Inebriated Podcast and enter the win to the raffle, and you get to win one of these beautiful hats and contribute to the cause.
That's what's up. Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? So that's going to be my contribution. You know what I mean?
Appreciate that.
For sure.
That, sir. Yes.
And so let's get into some things around you. You know what I'm saying? Let the people know about you. You know what I'm saying? What else you got going on? I see you also. You've been doing some photography, man. That's what's up.
Yeah, you know, a lot of everything that I'm trying to do public-wise is just trying to be an example or trying to create a recipe for giving back to ourselves. But I also got frogsmouth.com. I don't think I've told you all about that, which is another company that I recently started 2019, which what we do is we provide notaries nationwide.
That's what's up.
Oh, wow,
That's
okay.
what's up.
Also, what I've recently added onto the website is free legal documents for people, for pro se litigants who want to represent themselves. You can go down there. You can go on my website, frogsmouth.com, and download templates. You put your case number and stuff like that. You know, it's easy to use, and you can represent yourself legally.
That's what's up. Like
also,
almost like a legal Zoom.
yeah.
Okay.
And then also, what we're trying to do is make everything accessible. Like I said, you can go in there, download the stuff, and then if you have living wills, if you want to, if you have a family, you have children, you can go download a will, put your beneficiaries, get it notarized by us, have it recorded.
That's what's up. All in one place.
Yeah. What Frogsmouth is, and let me get it right for y'all, is it's a family development organization where I don't know if there's too many of them like that really gravitate or are formulated around correcting family issues. So we're trying to make the family, the family environment a good one. So what we're doing, we have counseling on there.
Oh, okay.
We have nationwide video chat counseling. So we have certified counselors that if you're having family disputes with your teenager, you and your wife or your husband are having issues, and you want to talk about it with a third party, you can talk about it with our counselors. Everything is completely confidential. You don't even have to say your name.
That's what's up.
And,
okay.
And we do it online because we don't want anybody to feel like, this counselor is in my community. He might go to my church.
Oh wow, okay. That's right.
And he knows about my issues and stuff like that. Yeah. So a lot of these counselors are out of state, not even in the state you're in. And like I said, you can keep your name anonymous, talk about your issues, and get things off your chest. And it's called conflict resolution. That's another avenue that we have on frogsmouth.com. Is family dispute resolution. That's what we offer there. So frogsmouth.com has the notaries where you can get the free legal documents. You have family dispute resolutions. What else we do? We do a few things. Just go on there, check it out. It's frogsmouth.com.
That's what's up. No. And hey, these are big leaps and bounds to helping the local community. You know what I mean? I hope everybody goes and checks it out. Frogsmouth.com. wearethecommonggood.com. I'm looking for
KennethAuguste.com.
KennethAuguste.com. Kenneth August on Facebook, Instagram. Yes. You know what I mean? I really want to get the motor running on these things.
Man.
Because it really does come back and support the local community. Like, that's why I'm doing this show. I'm here to support the local community by giving them this type of information that they can use in their daily lives. You know what I mean? Exactly. So that's why I feel.
Yeah, we appreciate that, man. We really appreciate that. Because it's hard for people like me to get our word out there. So for you to do this, it's great for us, man.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yeah. And then, anything on that, babe? How do you feel about it?
No, I think it's great. You came on. You're helping him. He's helping you.
Yes,
everything comes together. We need more of this for sure. Because we're in a society right now. I feel that everybody's just out for themselves, and we need people who are willing to do all of these things and not just be so self-centered. And everybody's in their phones. Nobody really cares about anything else right now. So to have people now that is being exposed on the podcast, to get that exposure out there, and maybe other people will jump on board. Maybe somebody will tell somebody who will jump on board.
Exactly.
It spreads so quick.
Facts.
So social media, that's the good aspect of all this social media.
Yeah, this podcast is great too, because I see a lot of them out there that don't really touch on issues. They just talk about,
like bullshit nonsense,
current events, or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
And so it's good to be able to come on here and talk about my passion, as opposed to just, we all turn up, we all have a good time. This is what we do as a society. But there is a serious side where we have to make sure our foundation is solid and we can continue on and get better in life. There has to be some kind of combative efforts as to the drugs and the violence. We have to have preventative measures,
Facts. I completely agree.
And things that help us out every day, So that's what I'm trying to create.
Okay, that's what's up. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for coming. Thank you for expressing that to the community. I definitely want to see people, supporting these foundations, these resources, use them to the best of their abilities. If you have something to contribute, you can contact him at KennethAuguste.com or Kenneth Auguste on Instagram. Send him a DM, you know what I mean? He's a good-looking man as well, hey, DMs are DMs, you feel me?
Yeah, if you have any questions, just hit me up.
Right. Yeah. No, that's what's up. And so we're going to go from right here, from here, you know what I'm saying? We got to know Kenneth Auguste. We know Jillian Ferrari here. We're going to get into some of the things in pop culture that, most people are probably talking about right now, but we're probably going to put a spin on it. But right now, we have Ayesha Curry in the news right now. Wife to Steph Curry. She's come
embarrassing women all over.
Oh my God. But let's see what we can do here. So the thing is with her, she says that as a mother of I don't know how many kids and of a celebrity, a sports celebrity, let's say that, because not everybody's just a regular celebrity. She doesn't feel as appreciated as a woman or as beautiful, knowing that she's in a marriage that is very faithful, one man. She's feeling like she's not getting that look anymore. You know what I mean? And how do you guys feel about that?
It's sad to say that. Unfortunately for Steph, I'm gonna be honest. If I heard my girl say something like that, I wouldn't be too happy.
Right. You'll be a little locked up about it.
Yeah. She has to find some security, and within herself. She can't be so insecure and look towards what people she don't, barely know think about her, or, and it's not just all about looks. She should have something within her to say, she's more than just looks, but she wants people to look at her and feel that she's beautiful, and I think that's natural.
Okay.
But it's she's a family woman. She has children, and once you step into that light, I think there's a boundary that maybe you shouldn't cross. I don't know how Steph's problem, but I just know for myself, I wouldn't respect my wife saying anything like that.
Okay.
In the public.
Right. Especially if it's being broadcasted. You know what I'm saying? These are things that she's freely sharing with the world, but I think she should have been a little bit more considerable about it. Especially, you're married to a great guy. You know what I'm saying? As far as we see on TV, he's a very handsome fellow, and herself is here feeling like unappreciated. It's like, girl, are you chasing the fame? Or are you chasing the celebrity status? Like, you know what I'm saying? Are you trying to be the next Kim K? Like, not with the sex tape aspect, but like in the beauty aspect. Like, and I think that right there, as far as like the Kardashians and the Jenners of the world, I think they're contributing before. Now, Kim's doing a little bit better that she's doing the law thing. I fucks with that.
Yeah.
But as far as like only being known for your good looks, like I can see where that can be a little bit debilitating. You know what I'm saying? Like,
for sure.
Yeah. And I think she does other things, like she cooks and stuff like that.
Right. She has a cooking show.
I was going to say that too. I see that on Instagram. Like, she's got other more normal things going on, and that, like, from the female perspective, that's what young girls should be looking up to, rather than being so focused on what they look like. It's like, if you don't look like Kim Kardashian, you're ugly. Like, no, that's not true at all, but it's just what the media wants to portray, and everybody has to fit this mold. And like Ayesha Curry, she's a family woman. She's a mom. She's a wife. She has a cooking thing. She obviously can, that the cooking aspect shows like you can maintain a household. Like that shows so many other aspects that women, you should want to be like that rather than have like the nicest ass.
That's so true.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's so, because a nice ass isn't really going to get you. Can it get you places? Yeah, places you might not want to go.
Right.
But you should be more focused on like what's really important, like forming, like becoming a real adult, rather than just being like a physique.
Yes.
You know, I mean, kids these days have body issues.
Across the board. Right?
Yeah, we got to
definitely.
We definitely have to teach our youth more than just what's on the surface and what's out there.
It's got to be scary to be like a parent of a teenager these days because all the stuff that's out there, what they're exposed to, you can only do so much. When they leave your house, they're around other children who maybe don't have the same values that their family shares. You without meaning to, you become like absorbed by that. Like it influences you without even noticing it.
Right, subconsciously.
And if more people looked up towards her and like not the Kardashians or not, all of these Cardi B like her and all that, yeah, she's great, but not in my opinion, not the best role model.
Right now. Listen, Kim,
but people can change.
Right.
Cardi B like just got here. Kim's been famous for years.
Right.
Yes.
But like instead of looking up to people like that, I think Ayesha Curry would be more of a positive.
That's true.
Role model, you know, and for her to say that, I think I totally agree with you when you said like if you were Steph, like you'd be pissed.
Yeah.
For sure. Like you don't want to hear that from your wife. Not only that, but
it was on a public platform.
Yeah, and you shouldn't want and need that satisfaction from other people. Like you have a family life already. You're not like looking for somebody. You have your life set. Why do you need all of this like confidence boost and all of this and people staring at you? Like you shouldn't want that satisfaction from anybody but your husband. And that's a negative aspect that she portrayed, subconsciously by making this statement. Is saying, oh, you may have a great life, but that's not enough.
Right.
And it should be enough.
Right. No, and that's where I think she missed the ball, you know what I mean? Like, especially, I understand you're not the center of attention as far as the success in your household. I understand that. But I think more women should take in the aspect that you are a well put mom, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You do for your kids, you do for your family, you support your family while someone else has to do it from afar, but you're doing it every day. And I think more women should look at that as a trophy than trying to seek acknowledgement or try to seek, there's a bigger word, but just seek attention from somebody else. Like you don't need to be, the chicken head in the club to seem beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's what I was just about to say. Like, that those other aspects of a woman, guys love those too.
Facts.
A homemaker, that makes a woman beautiful also.
As well.
And guys would love, we need variety. And like she said, not everybody can be Kim and Cardi. Be the beautiful cooking homemaker, raising the mom you are. And to just say, hey, I wish guys thought I was more beautiful, is kind of narrowing yourself into,
for sure.
And she's underselling herself completely.
For sure, you're selling yourself short because it's like saying all I have is my looks, and that's what matters most, and it's not.
Right.
You know, most of the celebrities say anyway. In this social media, whatever, everybody's posting pictures and everything's like half naked, and everything's filtered, blah blah blah. Like, first of all, we have to remember that these people probably don't look that good in real life
at all.
Like the stuff they post, like that's at their best,
right?
With professional makeup artists, photographers, designers for the clothes, like everything. Like you don't look like that on a regular basis, but especially younger, maybe not in our age group, but like in the younger, like late teens, early 20s, whatever. You're looking at that and you're not thinking about how that's superficial. Like, it's not really real. Is it really them? Yes. But, like, it's them 2.0.
Exactly.
Yes.
You're not going to look like that, and that should be, like, totally fine,
Yeah.
But we need more Ayesha Currys.
Yeah.
But, like, Before this statement.
Before the statement, we need more.
Before
she was
she
doing
just
great.
fucked up.
She was doing great.
She was. Yeah, she dropped the ball.
And I've stalked her on Instagram before. I can't lie. I've stalked her whole page.
Okay.
Because I think she's pretty.
Okay.
And, like, people comment on her stuff like, damn, girl, like, saying, like, really nice things.
Right.
Like, you know? And I'm like, like, she acts like nobody finds her. Like,
well,
relax.
maybe it could be because her husband is deaf and he's such on a high level.
Right. He
fame.
overshadows her in the fame department.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't be a contest.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
You're married.
Right.
Like, relax. As long as you're happy with each other, you're both doing your own thing, but at the end of the day, you come together as a unit, as a family.
That's
it doesn't matter who made more money, who, like, as long as you got all of the other things, like, that's what's important.
That's scary to think that, you know, she's looking at things that way as almost a competition.
And I feel like subconsciously, I could understand why somebody would feel that way because it's obvious. I mean, imagine, it's obvious to us as the public.
Right.
Like, imagine being them.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody has that thought. But the thing is, because you're in the limelight, you gotta kind of think more about what you say because it spreads like wildfire.
Right.
Everybody is going to know about it. They're going to form a different opinion of you, whether it's a better opinion or a worse opinion. It's going to be a different opinion.
Every time.
And you gotta just, you know,
I don't think she knew this backlash was going to come this strong.
I know.
Oh, at all.
She was just going to say, you know.
But there's definitely a lot of people out there that agree with her, I'm sure.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
I envision more like the John Legend and the Chrissy Teigen relationship, and where, well, no, because she was going through a self-image issue at one point in time, where, you know, because John is so successful, you know what I'm saying, multi-Grammy awarded, you know, singer, songwriter.
She's freaking awesome too, though.
Right. No, and that's the thing. So I look at Ayesha Curry and say, damn, like, why couldn't you like, you could probably call John Legend and Chrissy Teigen on the phone. Like, you literally probably have that resource. Like, you know what I'm saying? You probably have these people on speed dial. It's not like, you know, it's not like that we don't have friends that we can call and go to. Like, I would hope everybody has somebody out there that they can call and go to.
Definitely.
But I'm talking about on a celebrity level, like a woman like Chrissy Teigen who did suffer from self-image issues and is being overshadowed by her husband's fame and wealth and celebrity status. Like, you should have looked at that as an example instead of going off on your own on this limb. And I understand you're a mother. You probably, you know what I'm saying, you went through birth 3-4 times. You know, you probably have self-image issues over that. You know what I'm saying? Most women do.
Oh,
I completely understand. You know what I'm saying? That's why they have the mommy makeovers and all that. And maybe you didn't want to go under the knife. I completely respect that. But I think you should have took better measures. You know what I'm saying? Maybe hit the gym. You know what I'm saying? You can tone it and shape it up, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, that whole aspect of, oh, no, I have extra skin, extra flab. Bro, you stretch enough, all that shit goes away. You know what I'm saying? Our skin's elastic. Everything can shrink and expand to whatever measure it wants. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, not everybody has to go under the knife. And I just want, you know what I'm saying, people out there to understand that their value is more than their beauty. You know what I mean? Like, that's in the closing statement, basically. You know, you should be more than what you look. You should be worth more than, you know, even what people value as, you're worth more than that. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You should take only consideration of what is worth to yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we see which it's funny that we're talking about this because just earlier today I was reading something on the news that somebody got a Brazilian butt lift somewhere in Miami and she died like the next day.
Oh, I believe it.
Like I've read that multiple times.
Yes.
It's like, what?
It's the anesthesia process.
But can you imagine, like, I don't know, that it's just crazy for me to think, like, you wanted a bigger ass and you died.
Died for it.
Like, just for the ass.
You died for an ass.
Just ass.
Right.
Nothing else.
Not a better job, not a better career.
Right.
These are first world problems.
Right.
Okay.
For
Let's
real.
get that
For real.
on the table, man. These are first world problems. Like, it's like real talk. Like, you know, the things that Americans and we complain about, looks and all this other stuff, is like, it means nothing. Like you said, you died for a butt lift.
Right. And that's so crazy.
Like Kanye's mom died under the knife.
Right.
Did
just
she?
to get a bigger
I
ass.
did not
She
know
was getting
that.
plastic surgery. I forget for what.
What?
But then she's dead, and it's like,
No way.
First world problems. You know, other people are just trying to get food to eat. And,
Yeah, I know.
You know, you're crying because you're not getting enough attention,
enough likes on Instagram,
on your looks,
like, come on,
on your dress or whatever,
right?
And
yeah,
that's why we gotta pay attention to what's really important, like the KennethAuguste.com hats.
Facts.
It all comes full circle.
Yeah, we gotta pay attention to the real things, the real issues in life, man.
No, I agree 1,000%.
Yeah.
So
this has got to spread with the comment, like this whole thing.
Yeah, the common good
platform today.
Yeah,
that's gotta get out there because that's some real shit.
Yes,
for sure.
It means so much, and it can tackle so many things if people just knew what was really important in life.
Right.
Imagine if Ayesha came out and was talking about something similar to what we were talking about, instead of saying, "Oh, why am I not getting so much likes?" and why come guys don't like me as much as women like stuff? You're very self-centered.
Right.
And you just want help being more self-centered.
Right. Right.
And it's like, you have all the money in the world, all the fame, your husband's the man, and you still want more, and it's not even the right kind of more. It's like, it's a sad thing to talk about, man.
Right. Especially, you know what I'm saying? And she has such a big platform, just being married to a celebrity. Like, you could have did better. You could have used your platform. Yes, you are spreading an acknowledgement that most women would probably have, but you could have used it in a better way.
What does that teach? Like, I think you said something
the youth.
What does that teach the youth? The girls that do have insecurity issues, and they're nowhere as famous or as beautiful, as rich as you,
and they're like,
oh
my God, she's saying
ready
this,
to hang themselves,
right?
And actually doing it though, that's wild.
I hate to put it out there, but the backlash is almost necessary,
right?
Because it will teach the other girls and the other people having insecurity issues that that's not what's important.
Right. It's a lesson learned. It's a lesson learned.
For sure.
And she had to learn it the hard way. You would think that she would know already. She's already, but money and fame doesn't make you wise.
It's very true.
And,
very true.
It's unfortunate that, she made that statement. Hopefully she learned by it.
Right.
Yeah, hopefully.
Jeez.
Now, while talking about looks, we do have the Met Gala that just happened this week. People wearing ridiculous ass outfits. The memes were crazy this week.
Yes.
How do you guys feel about the Met Gala?
I look forward to the award shows because all of the things you see on Facebook after are hilarious.
Yes, I saw something on Facebook. A girl was wearing a tent.
What? Oh, I must have missed that one.
So she had the tent as a skirt, and it was really like a fully...
Like a full tent.
Like a full tent, that's how you call it when you pitch it, a full pitch tent.
Right.
That she cut a hole in the top of the tent and kind of
went through it.
Tied it up.
I can't.
And then put a life jacket on. Looking at
an orange life jacket.
I'm going to the Met Gala.
It's like, and it just went.
She carried a lamp and she had some off. Off.
Oh my God,
and
the
she's like, I'm going to the Met Gala. Spraying the off on her. And she's making a joke about the Met Gala.
Right.
And it's almost hilarious. I don't know if you guys see that on Facebook.
I didn't see that one, but it was ridiculous. You know what I mean?
It was
crazy. Some funny stuff, right. Like the best meme right now is that Cardi B looked like what happens after you take a period shit.
When you sneeze on your period.
When you sneeze on your period, that was hilarious.
I mean, she could have done. She looks good.
Right.
She could have done better than that. I didn't care for her dress. It was a little bit out there.
How did you feel about the Jenners looking like white chicks from the movie? The orange and purple.
Hilarious. I think I liked Kylie's dress better because she has a better physique because Kendall just has the tall, skinny model body.
Right.
But I think Kendall's prettier anyway, so I don't know. But you can always count on the Kardashians
Which one's the one without the kid?
Kendall.
Okay.
And I think she said... I read somewhere all my siblings have kids. I don't need to have kids.
Right.
Yeah. I can just go over and see their kids. She's like, now that Kylie's got one,
right?
I basically have a child too, so I'm good.
True.
She's it seems to be the only one that's not so much with their
shit going
like
on.
catty, you know, whatever nonsense they got going on. She's like the one that's like more normal, it seems.
Yes.
You know, and that's why I like her.
And she's young, living her life. You know, not in a rush to have kids. You know.
I mean, she's a Victoria's Secret model. Like, girl, you good.
Right.
Like, just do that. You're good.
That's great.
Especially with Kylie, like, being, like, really her right hand. Like, she's good. She don't got to worry about much for anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, they're set regardless.
Oh, man.
You know?
Tell me about it.
Thanks, Kim, for that blowjob.
Right. Yeah, I mean, they're billionaires now.
Yeah,
So, you got to thank Kim for starting it all, you know?
Real talk.
You know? And then, and actually, you know, no shade to Kim. I got to give it to her. I really liked her outfit choice this year. You know what I mean? Not so that she
with
didn't
the
have bad
drips?
taste.
Oh,
Yeah.
that shit was... Okay, I get the plastic bag memes were hilarious.
Oh, yeah. No, you see the one that they called, like, that patch right here, her butthole?
God, no, I didn't see that
It
one.
looked like a black hole, like, sinking in. Because it was brown. They're like,
No,
it looks like a butthole.
That shit was badass because it looked like drips.
Right,
Like, that was pretty...
Yeah, it looked good.
And Kanye's outfit was $43 in total, which was hilarious.
Yeah, I like what
But-
Kanye did.
So did I.
He gave a shout out to his wife. He was literally like this is her moment.
And that's really
Is that
nice.
what he did it for?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's like, I don't want to outshine her. Like, this is for her. I'm just...
I thought he was
kind of-
making a statement or something. You know,
Probably a little bit of both.
Right. He has some regular ass dick. He
Dickie's
holds Dicky suit.
Yeah, like I heard the price of everything he was wearing was like $45, $46.
That's all it was.
And I haven't seen something like that from a celebrity in a long time.
I know.
Right.
You know, you wearing $46 worth. Yo, that's
Right.
And it's everyday people stuff. So
Mhm.
I was impressed by that. Oddly enough,
Right.
that he didn't go all out.
Right, and didn't take away the shine from her, you know what I'm saying? Because I think this is more her lane, especially, you know, right now with the contributions that Kim is doing. You know, listen, nobody's going to forget the sex tape, but I think that right now, as she can develop herself, I think she can positively move away from that and actually be a contributor to life. You know what I'm saying? Like, supposedly she's already freed over 19.
She has, and it wasn't even publicized as she was doing it. It came out after, like, oh, in the past month, Kim's freed X amount of people, and like now it's coming out. So like that's awesome. And her whole lawyer thing, like everybody makes fun of it because you know it's Kim. You don't think of her as doing anything like that, but I hope that works for her because that'll show young girls that you can be great in multiple areas. You know, you can be pretty and smart. You know, like we need more of that. You know.
And yes, she is going through a big ass loophole with the lawyer thing, but hey,
I mean, yeah, but
you know what I'm saying. If you can do it, you can do it. You know what I'm saying.
And it's the laws that are in place in California too that she's just taking advantage of, and that anybody would. You know, like you don't need. I think you don't need 4 years of law school to be a lawyer.
Oh yeah.
You just have to study. It's like you
kind of
you can kind of like skip ahead. And that's what she's doing. And people are, you know, giving her shit for that, but she's not doing anything wrong. Like that's literally the law.
Right.
You know,
and that's dope because it's like a 360, not a 360 turnaround, but like you said, I mean, for someone to be beautiful or whatever and try to go and better herself in different avenues and become a lawyer.
Right, that's badass.
Especially a female lawyer, you know what I mean? Like, not saying that women can't do it. It's just that it should be more acknowledgeable. You know what I'm saying?
It's a male-dominated field anyway, which I don't think there's any. I don't care about.
And it comes at a time where we need this stuff. You know, Kim, Cardi, they're taking everything to the extreme on a sexual end.
Right.
You know, even Beyonce hasn't really been helping out.
Right.
You know,
well, I mean, she had Coachella, which, you know, she rocked Coachella.
I don't really know. What's Beyonce been doing? I don't even know.
She doesn't do too much for it.
Okay, that's why I don't know.
Well, I mean, her and, I can't throw all the shade on her, but Beyonce and Jay-Z have been helping people in the legal space.
I hear, yes.
With musicians like 21 Savage and other guys.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, maybe her contributions aren't consistent or aren't put on the front page, but they do help. They do help. You know, because at one point, you know, before Jay-Z started to go really into the, you know, financial field with these other artists and, like, really helping these motherfuckers out. Like, Lil Wayne, he's helped out, you know, pay his taxes. He's helped out a bunch of guys. Before, I used to be like, man, you know, honestly, I used to be like, yo, fuck Jay-Z, because as much as you rapping and as successful as you are, what are you going to do to give back? But I had to put my own brakes and find out, and yes, you know what I'm saying, he might not be doing shit every day, but he is contributing and helping out other artists and helping out people that are in real dire and stricken situations, such as 21 Savage with his legal dispute. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So people are doing things. It just we don't get to see it every day. As fast as news comes, is as fast as news goes.
Right.
Like basically, like when I shoot this podcast, I try to make it a weekly thing because there's shows like The Daily Show where what I'm saying now is already old news. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Or other podcasts that debut a week before mine might have caught that information that day, that morning before they shot, and now it's old news. You know what I'm saying? So it's always playing catch up to what's going around in your own neighborhood and what's going on nationwide. So even the things that we don't hear across the waters. You know what I mean? So it's always playing catch up to what we need to be doing as a community, what people are contributing as a community, and where we should be moving forward. So, what I'm saying? All in due time with the Kims of the world and the Jay-Z's of the world, I hope they use their leverage to make the world a better place. You know what I'm saying? And not just through blowjobs and shit. You feel me?
Speaking of artists, though.
Go ahead.
Rolling Loud.
Rolling Loud, yeah.
Happening right now.
We got Rolling Loud this weekend down here in Miami. Big hip-hop music festival. Where you guys? Oh yeah, it's going down to the Hard Rock Stadium, right?
Yeah.
Hard Rock Stadium.
Every day when I go to my externship, I pass it. So I saw all the setup, and I'm like, oh, thank God I don't have to go down there on Friday because it's gonna be crazy because that's when it starts.
Right.
Oh,
wow.
I'm gonna go one of these years.
ASAP, Lil Uzi.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
The lineup was crazy this year.
Is crazy.
Yeah, I heard.
For sure.
I don't know how it works though. Like, is it you go all 3 days? You can buy a 3-day pass, or you choose a day? Because I was looking at the lineup, and like each day is a different
set of
group
people.
of people.
Yeah, right.
And I was like, which one would I go to?
Right. If you could pick a specific
and
day.
they strategically make it where they put like the top artists spread out throughout the 3 days. So you're like, oh, now I gotta buy all 3 days.
Yeah, it's like J. Cole here this day, and then like
Cardi B the next day, and Ariana Grande, she's huge now. Her the next day, like it's they do that on purpose.
Which day
would I go? I mean that's really the
how to make the sales.
Yeah. Right.
You end up saying fucking just buying all 3 days, and you're like, I'll just be broke. It's fine.
I won't eat.
I'll have ice for dinner. It's okay.
Yeah.
But I would have to say that even though Rolling Loud, it is promoting like the whole smoke atmosphere or whatever, I would say that at least they're cheaper than Ultra. Like, and speaking of Ultra just got canceled for their license or lease or whatever in Miami, so we might not have Ultra no more.
Yeah, they moved it this year also.
They did, but it was like an epic fail.
Right? Okay,
like, I don't think it was very
to where
thought out.
They didn't renew their license this year.
Just for the city of Miami, so they can, they can probably figure it out where it'll still be down here, just in like a different spot,
right?
Like it won't be within those parameters, whatever you want to call
of Miami, because what's unique about Ultra, like Ultra only happens here in the U.S. in Florida. Like it's a tour, but we're the only ones that get it. See, like
people from all over the world,
right?
It's so crazy.
See, like every other city has like EDC or Electric Daisy Carnival.
EDC, and what's the other one?
New York has another one.
There's a whole bunch of those
Tomorrowland.
Okay. Yeah,
what I'm saying? Every city has a different one, but Ultra.
So Ultra is for Florida.
Only Florida in the U.S. So when they flip it and go somewhere else, it's like Germany. You know what I'm saying? It's nowhere else in the United States gets Ultra. So I don't know what they're gonna do, man. It's gonna be it's gonna be tragic.
They gotta figure it out though, because that'll be a lot of money lost. That'll be a lot of all that. They gotta figure it out.
Right. Oh, they've been making
the revenue is like wild from that.
They've been making
like there's Ultra, then Rolling Loud. It's like
what are you gonna do?
We don't need anything else. That's it.
Right.
You know. But I do want to go to Rolling Loud one of these years.
So Rolling Loud, how many times? It's been here a few times already, right?
Yeah. It's like a couple, like
it
less
was
than
here,
5.
It was here last year. Yeah. I know for a fact.
You don't sleep there though. It's not like Coachella or anything like that.
No, that'd be crazy. So. No, everybody goes.
I came this close to going to Coachella.
Really?
Yeah, I was in California 4/20 of 2018. No, 2017. And I was in Hollywood. And me and my girl were like, yo, let's go to Coachella. and we had to rent a car. We tried to look up what to do and all this stuff.
Right.
And but yeah, it was like the price was outrageous.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
it's a full expense.
Yeah, but we had the bread, but it was the drive.
Right.
The drive and then trying to figure everything out. And I was only in LA. My ticket was, I think we had like 3 or 4 more days until we had to leave.
Really?
The flight was in Hollywood. So yeah, to figure all that. But yeah, I figured Rolling Loud one day
would be dope. Yeah.
As big as Coachella.
Oh, for sure. Well, for South Florida, I would imagine, especially with the hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Lane that they're going in, like it's not really like a house thing like Ultra, but I think Rolling Loud. You know, let's think about it for next year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it'd be a cool idea, and like it's right here.
Right, it's literally
like it's 5 minutes away. Yeah. We don't need to.
You can see the stadium.
Right.
You can go in your backyard. You can see the stadium.
Facts. So let's look into it for next year.
Yeah, for sure.
We could Uber there, Uber back, or even bike there, bike back.
Right.
Or those stupid scooters, the bird scooters.
Oh my god!
Just hop on a bird scooter and just go. Like literally.
Yeah, if we make it there alive. Those stupid scooters.
True.
I wonder if you can go outside and hear the music. It's probably going on right now.
Probably. I don't know.
It started like earlier this afternoon.
Yeah, it's going on right now.
So we'll check that out after.
Too bad you guys can't join us.
I'm next we'll get back to you on that.
We're going to Rolling Loud, buddy.
Right? You know what I'm saying? No, and then I'll see if I can actually shoot there. You know what I mean?
That would be badass.
Make a whole episode of Coachella. Make a whole podcast of Coachella. That would be dope. That'd be dope. I like that idea. You know what I mean? And that's another avenue that we're gonna start doing on this podcast, where I'm gonna start going to these places that I talk about so much on the podcast. I'm actually gonna visit, film, and tell you guys everything about it, the reviews, and really give you guys a sensible vibe of this Miami life, like how it is every day, how shit goes down every day. You know what I mean? So it's definitely gonna be things popping with this podcast. And then what the last thing we got going on is, it's almost Mother's Day. You know what I'm saying? I think Mother's Day is next week. You would know. I'm terrible with dates.
It's tomorrow.
Oh shit! See,
I didn't even know.
I'm terrible with dates. You know what I'm saying? Like, and my mom already told me her present, so I'm covered on that. You know what I mean? I'm not waiting till last minute. Like, I'm covered on that. But
I was actually on time this year with my gift too, thanks to Kate Spade's sale about a month ago.
Okay.
I got her a $400 purse for like $120.
That's
a deal. That's
so
a deal.
I couldn't pass that up. I'm like, I'm last minute for everything. This is perfect. You gotta just get it. It's been sitting there since then, but it'll be perfect. Yeah, for sure.
You guys do the dinner and everything?
No, man. You know what? My mom is she's having a great dinner in heaven right now.
Oh, I'm sorry to
she'll
hear
be
that,
good.
man. I'm sorry to hear that.
But I love my mom, man. She was a great woman. She used to always say, "Hey, Ken, she had 3 kids, 3 boys, and she used to always say, Ken, you were the one that was always around me the most. You used to love being around me and stuff like that." And so yeah, happy birthday, happy Mother's Day, Mom. Up there in heaven.
That's what's up.
Love you, miss you. I didn't even know it was Mother's Day. She's been deceased for 8 years now.
Wow.
So, I haven't really thought. So when I saw the commercials and stuff, I was like,
they start coming around.
Yeah. So happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there, man. Single moms,
married moms, Ayesha Curry. Even though you're tripping right now, you know what I'm saying? You get a Mother's Day too. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Tighten up, bitch. Tighten up. Tighten up 2020. I need you to tighten up.
Oh my god.
But honestly, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that'll probably be a meme.
Right. Facts. Because Ayesha Curry, she just need to tighten up. But, I mean, for all moms, you know what I'm saying? Like, make this Mother's Day and every Mother's Day yours. You know what I'm saying? Every person on this earth wouldn't be here if it wasn't for a woman.
Yes.
For
a
mother. So,
yes.
You know what I'm saying? If men go out there, you know what I'm saying? Hug your moms, man. If you got a woman out there that you look up to as a motherly figure, you know what I'm saying? Give her a call at least, bro.
And I want to, and I want to say this. Me and my mother didn't have the greatest relationship. I was a bad teenager. doing wild things. And as I gotten older, it was hard to escape that reputation from her. You know, she was always like, "You're my worst child."
You'll remember that shit.
You know, like they never forget. And like you said, you'll always call your mom. So as time progressed, I always, even though, because I never was bad towards my family, it was the things I did on the street.
In the street, right.
And you know, like I said, my mom would never get over those things. But as time got passed, like my mom used to travel a lot for work,
right?
And she used to travel all around the United States. And my brothers, you know, sorry to throw y'all in the bus,
we'll just be ruthless, basically.
but they wouldn't, you know, they wouldn't check in on her or anything like that.
Oh man!
And me, I mean, I was the black sheep, but you know, I was always family oriented.
Right, you would make the effort,
and I would call her and all that stuff, and she'd tell me, you know, you're the only one that calls me, and you know, and stuff like that, and at least that sticks with me to this day, you know.
Yeah, when it's real, it's real, you know.
You know, keep in contact with your mom and give her a call, you know, because you never know when she might be gone.
Right. That's the least that anybody can do. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And you know, for all the mothers that are out there, you know, just you know, if you may not be in contact with your kids, your loved ones, but you know, try to make that effort. You know, there's a lot of hardworking moms now that you know may not be in contact with their kids every day, or you know, may be working abroad or overseas. You know what I mean? And still having to provide for their families. But, you know, tomorrow's going to be your day. Obviously, I didn't know that, but tomorrow's going to be your day. So, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully, everybody gets a call on Mother's Day, gets told Happy Mother's Day, you know, and it's just a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? It's one of those holidays that it's like, all right.
It's a good feeling.
Right, it's a good one. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, for most people, Easter, it's like, all right, we're just out spending money. Or 4th of July, like, even though it represents independence for America, like we flipped it and just made it into like let's buy fireworks and cook. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I think this one is more.
It's personal to a specific person.
Right. Well, to everyone, because everybody came from a woman. You know,
right. But you only have one mom.
Oh, right.
You know, so instead of it being just a holiday that everybody celebrates, it's like you celebrate it for that person.
For that person.
You know, like my mom's like, "Oh, where should we go to breakfast?" I'm like,
It's your
I'm not a mother.
Right.
You choose.
That's true.
You know, but it's true. It's true.
Yeah. You know, and then so I mean, do you have anybody like you know what I'm saying a girlfriend or anybody that you're gonna take out for tomorrow for Mother's Day?
No. But you know, I know a few mothers. I've dated a single mom.
Okay.
And I know it's hard, you know. You know, I hear comedians talk about, you know, how hard it was, their mom raising them. And being a single mother in itself, I don't know what issues may have happened in the households, but, you know, it's hard raising any children. Mm-hmm. And with a woman's salary, which they possibly get paid less, and all this other stuff. Being a mother is just, I would think it's hard. You know, you popped out labor in itself. There's a video online where a man, he's like a big diesel dude, man.
Right.
Bodybuilder. And they strapped him up to a machine where this machine simulates the act of giving birth.
Okay.
And it gives you like the same pain.
Right.
And this guy was crying like a little bitch.
No, I can imagine.
Yo, I was watching this video. He's like, oh! Okay. And it really gives you an insight as to what women go through, man. Like, because that's one thing I always said to myself, like, yo, giving birth must be some shit. Like,
oh, facts. You know, and any woman that survives it, man. I just heard the you know, the birth rate of the mothers dying has, you know, increased dramatically. Actually, has doubled over the years.
Wow.
Oh yeah, death after birth or through because of birth
defects.
Whatever, the mother.
I did not know that.
And you know, I just literally watched the video. I mean, a commercial about it.
Yeah, we've seen that commercial. That's crazy.
I didn't know that.
And it's literally, and actually, it's higher in the black community that this occurs. So you know what I'm saying? Like,
is there a reason for that?
Not keeping up with your medical, like just not checking in with your doctor and trying to thug it out, you know, by yourself. Like you need people, bro. Call your doctors, man. When you're out there, like, and you during your pregnancy, call your doctor, bro, for anything.
Yes.
Call somebody.
Get
don't
some,
just take little baby signs for bullshit. Like really go out there and
when shit hits the fan.
Right. You know what I mean? So just be in contact with people and go to the hospital, bro.
For sure. That's an alarming statistic because in 2019 that should be going down.
Right. That shouldn't even be a thing.
With the medical advancements and whatever, just knowledge of years ago, for example, like the smoking thing.
Right.
People smoke cigarettes because the harmful effects of it wasn't known at the time.
Right.
Now we know. So this should be the same in a way, like aside from the doctors and the actual medical professionals that are there and caring for you during your pregnancy and during labor.
Right.
Like, all the knowledge is out there, so it's kind of scary that this is a statistic in 2019.
Right.
No,
I agree. And just seeing that, my bad, I didn't mean to cut you off, but just seeing that statistic was just, mind-boggling that this is still occurring in this day and age. And all we have to do is just be more knowledgeable of, these women's conditions, and that, increases the successful pregnancy rate or birth rate by astronomical proportions.
Yeah,
and that's what I really want to spread to the people that are out there, especially mothers or soon to be mothers. What I'm saying? That for Mother's Day, man. Hey, call your doctor. Have your doctor. Hopefully, your doctor calls you for Mother's Day. Shit. What I'm saying?
They don't got time for that.
I know, but somebody calls somebody, man. That's what I mean. Somebody calls somebody.
For sure.
And that'll really make the world a better place for them all, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Listen, hey, everybody, South Florida, if you're watching this, you're not gonna catch this until probably Tuesday or Wednesday. But let's put the guns down and all that. Let's no crime on Mother's Day, bro. No crime on Mother's Day.
That's real tough. That is so true.
That'll be what's up. No tickets on Mother's Day either. Police officers. No tickets on Mother's Day, bro. If you pull over a woman, just let it rock, bro.
Guys, a lot of police officers, and I don't want to start any wars and anything like that. I don't want anybody coming after me, but these families are regular families. Some of these mothers are single, and before you hand out tickets, think about the children that this person has to feed.
Facts.
And
as I'm saying,
the money you're taking away from them by having them pay that ticket or get a lawyer.
Because
and
as a defender of the community, you also are helping the community by give a warning.
Right.
You don't necessarily have to be so strict or
egregious to law making.
Yeah, being a police officer or being a law enforcement officer doesn't necessarily mean disciplinary action. You can help out in other ways. Play basketball with some kids. Show the brighter side of being a police officer. Because I'm one of those people. I don't think all police officers are bad.
Right.
They have a job to do, and but that job entails more than just handing out tickets and locking people up and putting them in jail.
For sure.
Right. That's why I'm saying both ways.
Be humanitarian aspect.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying both ways. No crime on Mother's Day. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And us as a community have to work harder to make y'all, the police officers' jobs harder. Definitely.
Right. You know what I'm saying? It works both ways. No tickets and no crime on Mother's Day, man. Now, let's make the world a better place. Just for them all, bro. One day. 24 hours,
time,
bro.
right?
Yeah, give me 24 hours, man.
Let's get through one day first.
Right.
And we
that would be
about
great.
The next day.
One day, like zero crime.
Can you imagine?
America,
right? You know what I'm saying? Just for one day, bro.
It'll never happen.
It'll never happen, yeah.
This totally will never happen.
Just 24 hours, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just so reckless in the world. Like, bro, just give me 24 hours, bro. I don't want to see on the news tomorrow that somebody.
It's like the opposite of Purge.
Right. Let's do the opposite of Purge.
Let's do the opposite of Purge. Everybody sit home.
Right. You know
don't cause no problems.
And that's just what we should work towards. You know what I mean? And just happy Mother's Day. Let's take a shot for Mother's Day.
Word.
We haven't taken a shot yet.
Word.
For sure.
Everybody gets a shot.
Thank you. Cheers.
Salud.
Cheers.
Salud to you guys. Happy Mother's Day.
Ooh, almost lost the sunglasses.
So here we are. Any closing statements, man? We got the common good. We got frog mouth. We got Gala. We got.
Yeah. I just want to really thank you for having me on here, man. I really support what you guys are doing. And now, if you guys really want to get into helping your community, I know it's hard to donate, or not necessarily hard, but you don't know where to go and stuff like that. And then sometimes people just ask for money. Please donate this. Give me $20. And what I'm trying to do is give you something in return. And then because what KennethAuguste.com does is 20% of all profits goes towards different charitable efforts pertaining to which hat you purchase. So if you go to KennethAuguste.com, we have 7 hats designed. Each hat represents a different charity. You can choose that hat, and it's going to go towards that charity, 20% of all profits. And that's every sale. So for instance, your hat, 20% of what you put into the hat goes directly to that charity. And it's a formula that I'm trying to create. Maybe one day Amazon will pick it up.
Facts. That's what's up.
Where we have to start taking, making the higher powers accountable for everything we purchase and what we do, and it'll make you feel a little better.
Facts.
You got this hat, and you can say, "Hey, somebody says, hey, that's a nice hat." You say, "It's more than just a nice hat."
Facts.
This hat went towards, Operation. We have a hat which is directed towards orphanages, where what we do is we go to local orphanages and we buy toys, and we go talk to the orphans and try to encourage them. And like I say, you can find out more about that on KennethAuguste.com. But each hat has a different representation of what we're trying to do, and hopefully it's a blueprint for the future and a lot of companies. And what we do as a society, you just don't want to spend your money and have it go to waste, or you just wear the item and the item is just strictly on you and nothing special about it. Right. We're trying to redistribute the funds. It's kind of like investing in stocks, but it's investing in the future of your world.
Right, your people.
We have a hat called 777, which is a solar initiative where we plan on purchasing solar panels, solar voltaic panels, and selling them, redistributing them at a lower price with the income coming in from the customers. So it's kind of like putting money in a pot, and then it gets sold at a lesser rate just by you buying a hat. So we know that the margins that these people are making are vast. These watches, these shoes, these everything gets made for pennies, and then they sell it to you for hundreds. Cell phones get made for like $1, and they're selling them for $700. So they're making a lot of money, man. And what if you bought a new iPhone, and 20% of that went to something in your community, or a new school for your child, or more education for better books, and even teachers need pay raises. So we're going to get to these different issues eventually, but it starts somewhere, and that's what we're trying to create.
Facts. Okay. Thank you for coming. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Yes.
Until next time, everybody. Thank you for having us. Thank you for watching. Go to Patreon.com. You can go right now. Patreon.com/The Inebriated Podcast. You can go to Kenneth Auguste on Instagram, on Facebook. You can check everybody out. There's going to be links in the description. Just go right there, right now. Check it out. Share on all social media platforms. Facebook, Instagram, SoundCloud, Spotify. We're available on all social media platforms. This has been the Inebriated Podcast. Thank you for listening.